All right, and we are under a minute left to go before the second half kicks off, where the Alpharetta Raiders are currently leading the Northview Titans 28-10. The story of the first half went as so. On the first drive of the game, the Raiders got a 3-and-out and had to punt the ball back to the Titans. When the Titans got the ball back, they were stopped by the Raiders defense for no yards at all. The biggest play of the first half came from Matthew Downing's connection to his wide receiver, number 6, Spencer Gaddis, on a pass play that resulted in an 82-yard play for a touchdown. And then the defense came back out, and they were able to get a strip sack on the quarterback for the Northview Titans, as this put the Alpharetta Raiders inside the 10-yard line, where they were able to score yet again. And then a pick six by J.C. Horn put them up 21-0 in the first quarter, 10 minutes in. Then towards the end of the first quarter, the Titans started building up momentum slowly but surely, getting points on the board. They had a very successful drive and it was able to punch it in for a touchdown. And then they were able to get a field goal on a mishandled snap by the quarterback, Matthew Downing. They were able to only benefit from a field goal as the linebacker, number 10, Reed Schultz, was able to blow up the play that would have resulted in a touchdown. And now we are set to begin the second quarter. All right, and we will begin this second half off with a kick return by number 6, who is able to stiff arm, spin, and he is able to get the ball up to the 45-yard line. And if you're the Northview Titans, that is how you have to start out the second half, with a very big kick return for a touchdown. With my apologies, with a very big kick return for a hefty gain. And now this offense is set to begin with the ball at the 44-yard line. And now the quarterback is set to receive the snap. And their tailback, number 22, will get the snap, and he is able to take the ball up to about the 35-yard line. And I just want to take a second to apologize if I sounded like I was stuttering or sound like I was at a loss for words. I was having technical difficulties with my mic, but I got that fixed now, and I'm ready to go again. But nonetheless, the quarterback is set to receive the snap. He sends his wide receiver in motion. He comes back and forth, and it'll be a handoff to tailback number 22, who was able to gain very little yardage on that play, as that was a gang tackle by the whole defensive line unit for the Alpharetta Raiders. And the story for the first half for the Raiders was that they are able to stop the run on the outside, and they seem to be struggling with the ball on the inside. So that is something I'm sure that they addressed halftime in the locker room. But on the opposite side, for the Northview Titans, they are having their success punching the ball inside in between the tackles, which is what I'm sure they want to do. And he will break it. The tailback, number 22, is able to break it for a hefty gain and is able to take the ball up to the 12-yard line. And now the ball will be at the 14-yard line. And now this Titans offense is rolling, starting to begin the second half. And it'll be a handoff again to his tailback, who is able to keep driving for some yards. I got to tell you, I really like this kid's toughness. And he breaks through all those tackles and almost breaks through for a touchdown. And this Raiders defense seems to have a hard time controlling the tailback, number 22, tonight, as he is dragging them on tackles. He is getting yards after contact. Not something you see when this defense comes at you and they hit you with everything that they got, as they are very sure tacklers. Everyone that's a starter and even backup on the team knows how to tackle, and they know how to punish you when they tackle. And now the wide receivers will line up in a bunch set on the left side of the field. And there will be a pitch to number 6, who makes a cuts a field, but he will be met by the linebacker, number 30, Jake Tice.
See how that worked? Now, when you watch it, you'll see that's what the Jumbotron is seeing. All right, go to 4.
And now this will bring up a 3rd and 8 now with the ball on the 12-yard line. And Northview, they are really hot right now. They need to be able to punch this in for a touchdown. Do not let this defense stop you here short after you were able to gain all these yards trying to get downfield. There's a handoff to number 6 yet again, who was able to not get the first down, but he's able to get quite a bit of yards on that play. And this will bring up a 4th down, as he will be about 2 yards short of the first down marker. And this Northview offense is going for it here on 4th down, as they are about 3 yards short of the first down marker. And if they don't convert on this, then they just lost out on 3 points. The pass is picked off by J.C. Horn, who stiff arms, keeps his balance, cuts back the other way, and he is able to break a couple tackles, but he is able to get the back up to the 20-yard line, and that was a very, very bad throw by the quarterback. He threw it right into J.C. Horn's hands, and he is able to get the pick. So not only did they not get the touchdown, they couldn't even get a field goal as they went for on 4th down, and that will come back to haunt them later in this game, as they could have been down 28-13. As in this game, every point counts. You need every point that you can get. And on that play, they thought that they could go for it, and it resulted in an interception, and that's JC's 2nd interception on today's game. But nonetheless, this will bring out the Raiders offense at the 20-yard line. Same thing as a touchback. And Matthew Downing is set to throw. Throws it to his wide receiver, Luke Estes, who will catch it for about a 5-yard gain, but it'll be marked as a 4-yard gain, and this will bring up 2nd and 6. And now this Titans defense has to come up big on this drive, as they need to stop this offense, as their offense, the Titans offense, they did a very good job getting down into the red zone, but once inside the red zone, they did a very poor job at executing inside there. And it resulted in an interception, but nonetheless, his defense is still gaining speed, and now it'll be a completed pass caught by number 5, Marcus Hill, as he already has a touchdown on the day today. And Marcus Hill is one of the more faster receivers and not only receivers, but faster players on this team. And now this will be a 1st down for the Raiders offense. And now Matthew Downing tries to scramble but isn't able to gain any yards. This will be sacked for a loss of yards, and he will be sacked by number 57, Kadeem Shabazz. As I believe this is his 2nd sack of the game, and it's not only Kadeem that's making his presence felt in today's game. The whole defensive line unit for this Titans defense is making their presence known in the backfield tonight against this Alpharetta Raiders offensive line unit. And this will be a pass to Michael Marbaugh, who was tackled by the DB number 4, and this will be another loss of yards, as he was not able to gain anything on that play. And now this Titans defense is stepping up to the challenge of this Raiders offense. So they got the first down, they gained a couple more yards up, but now it is 3rd and 14, and if you can stop them here from getting the first down, you'll force them to punt, or your offense will get the ball back. And now Matthew Downing looks downfield, looking for Marcus Hill, will dump it off to Kevin Watkins, and he'll be ankle tackled by number 8, Christian Watson, the strong safety. And this will bring out the punting unit for the Alpharetta Raiders, and this is a win for this Northview defense. This defense is keeping them in this game right now. What led to the score being 28-10 instead of 21-10 was when Chance Pollard was in one-on-one coverage with the wide receiver Marcus Hill. Almost got the pass broken up, but the ball went through his hands at the last second, allowing Marcus Hill to catch it, and he would take it all the way in for a touchdown. But nonetheless, a few bad plays here and there. This defense is doing very well. And it's the same thing for Alpharetta. They're doing very well against this Northview offense, as J.C. Horn with the pick and Nick Marcus with the sacks. They are punishing this offensive line unit, punishing the quarterback, and they are really making them earn for every point that they have right now. So for those watching, just know every point that Northview has right now, they have earned against this defense. And this is slowly but surely a rather fast second quarter, as we are down to 4 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the third quarter. At the beginning of the second half. And now as this offense is ready to begin on this drive, it'll be a handoff to 22. And he will take it for about what appears to be maybe an 8-yard gain. Is like I've been saying the whole game, this kid, he knows how to drive for more yards. He takes the hits and he keeps moving the pile, and his offensive line helps him by pushing him from behind and pushing him to get more yards. But nonetheless, he's been doing a lot of work this game against this Alpharetta Raiders defensive line and whole defensive unit. And this will bring up 2nd down and 2. And the pass will be caught, and he will be driven back by number 7, J.C. Horn, as he picks him up and throws him down. But they will rule his catch a first down, as he was able to gain the 2 yards needed for a further first down. And now they will hand off to their tailback, number 22, who was hit as soon as he got it. Leading the tackle was number 46, Sean Haven, assisted by number 42, Jackson Michaels. And, Sean Haven, he is a very undersized defensive tackle, but it's his aggressiveness and his speed is why he is making impact on this game. He stands maybe about 5'6", 5'7", which is very undersized for defensive tackle, but he makes it up in his weight and, like I just said, his speed off the line, and he's able to really get around these rather slow centers and guards and make an impact like he just did on the last play. Now the quarterback drops back, and the ball is picked off by Dane Motley, who gets the pick, and he is able... Oh, my gosh, Dane Motley to the 10, the 5, and he is in for the pick six, the second pick six of the game. Dane Motley with the pick six. My goodness gracious. That ball was tipped in the air, and Dane Motley is able to capitalize off it and get the pick six for his defense. And just like that, the score is now 34-10. And let's not let it go unrecognized that the DB, number 25, Dane Motley, was able to break quite a few tackles to get in that end zone, as the last time he got a pick here at home, he was stopped short at the 7-yard line. So I'm sure as he was running down the side, as he was running into the end zone on that pick, he was not going to be stopped for anything. And now Dylan Shore set to kick. And now the score will be 35-10 right now, and this will bring out the Northview offense yet again. And that ball, like I said, was tipped in the air, and Dane Motley was able to capitalize off that and get the pick 6. And this will bring back out the defense and the offense for the Northview Titans. And nothing to add on, just like that, you have 2 people in the secondary that have pick 6s tonight. You have number 7, J.C. Horn, and strong safety number 25, Dane Motley. That is 2 people in this game in the secondary who have pick 6s. And for all we know, we could see another player that might end up with the pick 6 tonight, for all I know. And now the Alpharetta Raiders are set to kick off. And I know that if you're on the Northview sideline right now, even on the field right now, that really just killed your morale. You know, you've been doing so well offensively, but then a tip ball in the air, and the defense is able to capitalize off it. And that is why I say time and time again, this defense makes you earn for every point that you get. As they already have 2 pick 6s on the night, and that's not even counting all the sacks and tackles for loss that they have on the night already. And number 90, Dylan Shore, set to kick. And the ball will be fielded around the 6-yard line as he's able to cut in, and he was able to take it up to the 25-yard line. Tackle by number 25, Dane Motley. So how about that? You get a pick 6, and now you get the tackle on kick return.
First and 10, Northview from their own 25.
Now this Titans offense is set to take the field again, as they are coming off a horrible pick 6 that happened just a series ago. So it'll be a handoff to number 22, and he will only gain about 2 yards on that play, as there is about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And that'll be a gain of 4, and the ball will be down at the 29-yard line for a gain of 4 yards on the play. And this will be a sweep where the tailback will get it, but he will be ankle tackled by number 7, J.C. Horn, and assisted by number 26, Alejandro Hall.
Forced out of bounds by J.C. Horn. Pick up a 3 on the play, 3rd down and 3.
And as this brings up a 3rd down, Northview has to convert on this 3rd down in order to move their offense downfield. And it just looks like right now that their morale is down right now off that pick 6. And did they lose the ball? It appears that the quarterback has lost the ball. And if this stands true, Alpharetta, okay, it is not ruled a fumble, and now this should bring out the punting unit for the Titans offense. And correction, they changed the call and it is now ruled a fumble, and now it is recovered by the Raiders. And now this will bring out the Raiders offense. And truth be told right now, I'm pretty sure that this Titans team is now done. You know, they've thrown 2 pick sixes right now, and they're almost certain now that there is no way possible that they can get back in this game to make a comeback and win. And right now it showed that whole offensive unit, they look lackadaisical and unmotivated, and they just did not come out the same fire that they've had at the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter, and now near the end of the third quarter, they look beaten and done. And now it'll be a pass by Matthew Downing, and it will be caught by the wide receiver, Michael Marbaugh, who has a slow time getting up, but there will be a flag on the play.
29-yard reception, and we've got a flag back at the 39-yard line. And now he comes back, a hold against the Raider offense.
And this will be coming back as it will be a holding penalty against the Raider offense. And the ball will be placed now on the 48-yard line. And with 1 minute and 1 second left to go in the third quarter, Matthew Downing is set to receive the snap. Looks downfield, pitches it off to his tailback, Kevin Watkins, number 2, and he is able to gain about 5 yards on that play. And now this will bring up 2nd down and 17 for the Alpharetta Raiders offense. And now as the clock is winding down, there's 17 seconds left to go. And Matthew Downing takes a pop by the defender for the Northview Titans as he was hit by number 8, the strong safety for the Northview Titans, Christian Watson. And there will be another flag on the play as the play comes to an end. And the call on the field is a pass interference against the Titans, as this will now move the ball up 15 yards, where this should still, and this will move the markers, and it will still be 2nd down.
Remaining 2nd down for the Raiders, just under 14 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
And it'll be 2nd and 5 with 13.6 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And it'll be a handoff to the tailback, Kevin Watkins, who appears to be able to gain the 5 yards needed for the first down. And before they rule this a first down, they will have a debate about it, as the coach on the Northview sideline is trying to say that he is 3rd and short. But the ruling on the field stands as called. It is a first down. With 6 seconds left to go in the game, the Raiders will now have the ball on the 24-yard line. And now as the clock winds down, it will now be the fourth quarter, where the Alpharetta Raiders are up 35-10 on the Northview Titans. What led to the score being 35-10 instead of 28-10 was the pick six by strong safety Dane Motley, who came through on a tip ball in the air and was able to run it back for the pick six. And now as this fourth quarter begins, Northview is down by 25 points, hoping to get some points on the board so that way they don't go out losing by 25 points or more. And now we are set to begin the fourth quarter as we are at the top of the fourth quarter with a whole 12 minutes left to go. They will get them on the 25-yard line as Matthew Downing looks downfield, intended for J.C. Horn, who catches the ball for a touchdown. And now J.C. Horn has 2 touchdowns on the day, one on offense and one on defense, as he made that a little bit too easy. And now the Raiders will be up 41-10, and just before the fourth quarter can even start, really. And this is just credit to show you how much of an athlete Horn really is. He returns punts, he returns kicks, he can play on defense, and now he shows he's capable of playing on offense as he has a pick six and a touchdown tonight.
All right, Terrell is on camera 3. Hunter is on camera 4.
And this will be a good extra point, and now the Raiders will be up 42-10, where they have a 32-point lead on the Northview Titans. And right now, it seems that this game really is over. There is no way that Northview can come back from this point deficit that they are now under. And that was also great blocking by the offensive line, especially by number 77, Junior Zebu. Did a very good job blocking that time, as he has done the whole game. That is just what he does. He blocks and he makes sure that his quarterback is protected, and that is why he has an offer and is committed to the University of West Virginia, as he is repping his West Virginia gloves tonight in this game. And now this will bring out the kickoff unit for the Alpharetta Raiders, as this is something that they are used to doing tonight, as scoring has been one of many things that they have been able to do tonight on this Titans defense. And Dylan Shore is set to kick it off. And it will be fielded in the end zone. It'll be fielded by number 6, Fareed Yaboya. And they will get the ball at the 20-yard line. And now this will bring out the Alpharetta Raiders defense, who has been a nightmare for this offense tonight, as they have 2 pick sixes, a countless number of tackles for loss in the backfield, sacks, and most importantly, they've just been punishing them the whole game since the game has started. And the Titans will now bring in a new quarterback by number 17, as this will be a handoff, and he will be met at the line of scrimmage, and he will gain no yards on that play. And the Northview Titans seem to be bringing in their subs into the game, as I am pretty sure that they're accepting defeat, that they will sadly lose this game, but they might as well get players on their team some reps in right now.
Great weekend. Be safe. You did awesome today. Feel better?
And as the new quarterback comes in, ooh, that ball is broken up by the safety, Marcus Webster, but flags are thrown as he made contact, and the refs will signal the call in just a moment on what the penalty is.
Number 19, Marcus Webster on coverage on that last play for the Raiders.
And they will say that it is pass interference on the defense. And the coaching staff on the Alpharetta Raiders is trying to say that he tipped the ball and he played it fairly, but the referees say otherwise, and this will result in a first down. A debatable penalty, to say the least.
Against the Raiders on that last play. The result, a fresh set it down for Northview from their own 36.
And it'll be a handoff to the tailback number 22 yet again as he's able to spin off a tackle, but he is still met by a swarm of red jerseys as he is hit in the backfield yet again. And this will be his loss of yards on another run play for the Titans offense.
Almost 2 yards. First down, the Raiders, number 42, Jackson Michaels, and number 88, Jack Stanton.
And now this will bring up a second down and 12 as the quarterback motions his receiver. And it'll be a pass, but the pass is too low, intended for number 3 on the Titans offense. That pass was very low. He could have completed it, but he wouldn't have been for much, if any, gain if the pass would have been completed anyways. And now this will bring up a third down and 12 for the Titans offense. And now the quarterback throws a screen pass to number 4, who is able to cut upfield, but he will be pushed out of bounds from behind by number 7, J.C. Horn. And this will bring up this will bring up a fourth down and very short, as I would assume that the Titans offense will go for it, being that it is the fourth quarter and they only have 10 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the ball game. They will go for it on this fourth and very short. But a timeout is called, and they will bring both teams back to their individual sidelines.
Everyone deserves a beautiful smile at Aubrey Orthodontics. Our reputation in the community combined with artistry, science, and experience ensures you are receiving extraordinary orthodontic care. Dr. James Aubrey, a board-certified orthodontist, and his team of skilled orthodontic professionals truly care about making a difference in your life. At Mellow Mushroom, we have a long history of handcrafted quality. For over 40 years, we have used only the freshest ingredients in our kitchens to bring you the best pizzas on the planet. And don't forget, every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. is trivia night. So far, pizza, trivia, and catering, Mellow Mushroom is the place to go. Proud sponsors of Outward High School football, Delta Community Credit Union. It's the largest credit union in Georgia in terms of both asset size and membership. More than 50
And after the timeout, both teams will come back onto the field, where the Titans face a fourth and very short with the ball on the 45-yard line. And if they do not convert, they will put the Alpharetta Raiders offense in very good field position yet again. And the offensive line will motion. And it'll be a handoff, and he will get the first down and just a little bit more, but he will gain the first down nonetheless. And now the ball will be at about the 47-yard line.
to the 47. Tackle made by Reed Schultz of the Raiders. That play results in a Titan first down.
And as the play results in first down, they would have the ball on the 47-yard line. Their tight end number 88 will motion. And so will their wide receiver number 3. As they nearly get the Raiders to jump off sides, and he makes a quick cut, 2 quick cuts, but he is not able to gain much of any yards as he's tackled by number 25, Dane Motley, who's having a very good game tonight. Already has a pick 6 on top of quite a few tackles on the night. And as they bring their tight end number 88 in motion yet again, they'll motion their wide receiver number 3 as well. And it'll be another run play as he is able to gain maybe 3 or 4 yards on that run, but he will be stopped short of the first down marker. As the quarterback is set to receive the snap, he has trips on the right side of the field, and he steps back, hits him on the screen pass, number 11, who is able to break a tackle and cut upfield before being tackled out of bounds by number 4, Chris Falcon. And on the catch was number 11, Colin Ferguson. And as this play results in a first down, the Titans' new quarterback is slowly but surely moving the ball downfield, just as the quarterback had previously did, who was previously in the game. Like I said, this defense has done an excellent job tonight at making this Titans offense work for every yard that they want. This will be a pitch, and he will be tackled, but not before he is able to gain just a couple yards on that carry. But nonetheless, this defense has done an outstanding job tonight, holding the Titans to only 10 total points in the game. And on one of those touchdowns, their defense really shot themselves in the foot. So really, if you want to be technical, the score should be 42-3 if the defense didn't shoot themselves in the foot as many times as they did on that one drive that the Titans were able to score a touchdown. But nonetheless, defense has played excellent tonight. And although the score may not say it, this Titans offense has done a fairly good job at really challenging this Raiders defense, Between their running back, number 22, and their wide receiver core, they really have done a pretty good job at challenging this Raider defense and making them having to make very good tackles. And this will be a throw downfield, and it will be an incomplete pass. On the coverage was number 9, Alonzo Nelson.
For Watson, falls incomplete. Out of bounds. Third down and 9 yards to go for a Titans first.
And now this will bring up a 3rd and 9 with the ball on the 29-yard line. And the quarterback drops back, throws downfield, and this ball will be incompleted, broken up by number 8, Jaquez McCurdy, as he is able to get his hand in there and break up the pass. So this will bring up a 4th down and 9.
Down from the Raiders 29. 7-12 remaining.
And now this will bring up a 4th down and 9 on the Raiders' 29-yard line with 7 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. And as the quarterback lines up in shotgun formation, he throws it to his wide receiver, who is able to miraculously break a couple tackles and get the ball to just a yard or 2 short of the first down marker. But nonetheless, this will be a turnover on downs, and this will bring out the Raider offense, as he was only able to gain about 6 yards on the play.
But it's short first
And now as this Raider offense is set to take the field, we will see some very new faces come into the game on the offensive side of the ball, such as quarterback number 16, Will Gertis. He is only a sophomore, but he has proven himself in not only his JV games, but in practice, as he is worthy of taking a start here right now in the fourth quarter. And it is a handoff to sophomore Jamal Taylor. He is tackled in the backfield on his first handoff in the game, and this will be a hefty loss of yards. And now this will be second down and 12 with the ball on the 20-yard line. And the snap is overthrown over and the snap is over the head of the quarterback Will Gertis, and he will be sacked in the backfield, and now the ball will be placed at the 6-yard line. And now Will Gertis is set to receive the snap at the 6-yard line, as he will hand off to his tailback Jamal Ellis, who is not able to show his speed, and he is whipped down to the ground by the Titans defender. Setting the block on the edge that time was number 77, Junior Uzebu. And now this will bring out the punting unit for the Alpharetta Raiders, as they will now punt the ball back to the Titans offense. And Dylan Shore will, for the first time tonight, have to punt the ball in as he is standing in the end zone. And there will be a timeout called with about 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, as the Raiders are set to punt. But nonetheless, they have the lead 42-10, a 32-point lead on this Titans team. And now the punting unit will come back out after the timeout for the Alpharetta Raiders. And Dylan Shore with another shaky punt, as the Titans punt returner fumbles the ball on the snap, and he is able to get the ball to roll out of bounds, but not before it will be pushed out of bounds. But nonetheless, it will be Titans ball, as he got really lucky that they were not able to get the ball that was fumbled on that punt return. And now this Titans offense will take the field now with 4 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in the game. And now we will see more new faces on the defensive side on the ball for this Alpharetta Raiders team. And there will be a handoff. And he will be tackled in the backfield. Leading the tackle is number 45, Jordan Leslie. Only a sophomore, but at 5'11", 220 pounds, that kid, he hasn't even filled out his frame yet, and he's already huge. And he shows the ability to use his size and strength. As his first play when he gets in, he makes the first tackle. And after that 1 yard loss, it'll be 2nd and 11 with 3 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, as the wide receiver bunch will move to the right side of the field. And it'll be a pitch to the running back, number 22. He's able to break a tackle and get the ball up just about to the 45-yard line. And this will bring up a 3rd down. And now the quarterback is set to receive the snap, and there will be a flag on the play before the ball is hiked, and it appears to be on the defense. This might be offsides. And the call on the field will be an encroachment, which will be a 5-yard penalty against the Raider defense. And the ball will be just shy of the 40-yard line, where the Titans offense will receive the ball again. And the quarterback throws to his wide receiver, number 4, who cuts outside, is able to take the ball upfield, will tiptoe along the sideline with some speed, but will be hit out of bounds. Coming in like a heat-seeking missile was number 19, Marcus Webster, as he's able to stop the touchdown for being scored. My goodness gracious, he really came and laid the boom on him from the other side of the field. And now the Titans will get the ball at about the 7-yard line. And it'll be a lob into the end zone, where it will be caught in the end zone for a touchdown. And that will be the Titans' 2nd touchdown. That was very tight coverage. That was a very good pass for the quarterback to make. And on the coverage would be number 26, Alejandro Hall, as he gives up the touchdown on that drive. But that was very tight coverage. He was with them the whole time in the end zone, but just a very, very accurate and precise pass by the quarterback into the arms of the wide receiver. And this gets Northview some points. So although they will not come out with the win tonight, they have a lot of things to work on and a lot of things that are positive that they can come out with this game and be like, hey, we did this, we did that. So although there are a lot of negatives in this game, there are some positives that I'm sure they will build on after this game. And now with 2 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, the Raiders are now up 42-17 on the Northview Titans.
Raider football actually continues this coming Thursday, September 21st. Both the junior varsity and freshman squads will continue their season playing against Polk and Roswell, respectively. We'd like to thank all of our game team volunteers for providing their services tonight. We do appreciate your diligent service and thank you greatly for volunteering. Fans, we ask that you take this opportunity to check for personal belongings as you prepare to leave the stadium. Also, if you spend a day trash around your throat at the nearest trash container, this will greatly help with the overall safety cleanup. We thank you. Also, we have noticed that there are $3 hot dogs at the main concession stand.
And now the Titans kickoff unit, who has not really seen the field a lot tonight, will take the field yet again for the 3rd time tonight, as they will be kicking off to the Alpharetta Raiders. To return the kick will either be now this time number 5, Marcus Hill, or number 7, J.C. Horn, or number 6, Spencer Gaddis. I apologize. And the kick will be fielded by number 6, Spencer Gaddis, who is able to stutter step and gain some yards as he cuts back and cuts inside, and he will take it up to about the 31-yard line.
Taking it just inside the goal line to the 31-yard line. And on the tackle, number 31, James Fowler on the tight. Raider ball, first and 10.
And now with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, the Raiders, if they do it right, they could really run out the clock. But if this defense is able to show up and force a 3 and out, they could get the ball back before the game ends in the fourth quarter. And there will be the whistle blown. They will blow the play dead before the ball was handed off. And it'll be encroachment on the defense. This will move the ball up 5 yards with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. And, just from watching this game, you could really see that what led to Northview really just falling off the map in this game was the pick 6 that was returned by Dane Motley. It seemed like after that pick 6, their whole Northview team sideline and even the quarterback, they all just lost hope. They just looked like they just gave up instead of keep on fighting, keep on trying to get points on the board. It looked like they just gave up, and then they gave up a touchdown, and then they gave up another touchdown, and now they're down by 25 points in the fourth quarter. And although they put up a good fight, they lost hope in the third quarter, and it showed, and the Alpharetta Raiders capitalized on that. And it'll be a handoff to the tailback Jamal Taylor, and he is not able to gain any type of yardage on that run play.
On the tackle for number 27, Zach Billings.
But they will give him a gain of 2 on that play, as they say he was able to fall for a few yards. And now Will Gertis, as he is set to receive the snap, he looks downfield and he will dump it off to his wide receiver, number 87. And he will be maybe a yard short of the first down, or maybe inches short of the first down. But they will say he was able to gain the 3 yards needed for the first down, and this will result in a Raiders first down. And with Northview only having 2 timeouts left and 1:14 left to go in the game, it looks like the Raiders will run out the clock. Will Gertis set to receive the snap. Will hand it off to his tailback, Jamal Taylor, yet again, who's able to cut before he is met by the strong safety, number 11 on the Northview Titans, Colin Ferguson. And now as the clock winds down, we have now 40 seconds left to go in the game, where the Alpharetta Raiders are up 42-17 on the Northview Titans. And Will Gertis will hand it off for the last play of the game, what it appears to be like. And the tailback will stiff arm before being ankle tackled in the backfield by number 4. But the clock will wind out, and that is the final score of the game tonight, 42-17, as the Raiders come out with a 25-point win over the Northview Titans. To me, this was a very good game offensively and defensively for the Alpharetta Raiders, as they were able to capitalize more on the defensive side of the ball than on the offensive side, but nonetheless, both sides of the ball played extremely well. J.C. Horn, with the touchdown on the offensive side of the ball and defensive side of the ball, was able to show his athleticism in tonight's game, followed by Dane Motley's pick 6. And as for the Northview Titans, they gave the Raiders a fight. They scored in the fourth quarter with few few minutes left to go, showing that they were not completely out of this game. But nonetheless, the Titans were not able to come in here into Alfred Stadium and come out with the win, as they will move on to be 0-3 on the season, and the Raiders will improve to 3-1 as they will look forward to their opponent next week. My name is Jaden Clark, and I cannot wait to talk to you again.